ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ó ti ń débi tó nítumọ̀ even tó lápẹẹrẹ oríṣiríṣi àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bíi èlò tó ti ń jáde o ẹ̀yin èèyàn súnmọ́ bí o ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá lórí ọ̀fẹ́ láti wo Brekete lénìí ẹ máa mọ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti ń débi tó lápẹẹrẹ Brekete gangan fúnra ẹ̀ ó pe àgbà lọ́ọ̀yà kan tó jẹ́ human rights activist ṣẹ́rí ẹ ṣàyàmọ̀ gbàdúrà ká dẹ̀ dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ wa èmi mọ̀ nǹkan kan tó dá mi lójú bí rọ́bà lọ lógún ọdún ọjọ́ kan báyìí lóòótọ́ ó bá ọ̀rọ̀ tí ń débi tó lójú tó wá mọ tó fọ́nì oríṣiríṣi rúmọ̀ kan tó ń lọ èyí tẹ́ ẹ bá wo prógrámù yẹn ẹ máa rí pé K-Bossman ń pè sórí prógrámù yẹn láàárọ̀ tó sọ oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan wọ́n tó ti ń gbé rúmọ̀ kiri o wọ́n tún ní special number ó ní wọ́n fún K-Bossman tó fi pè sórí prógrámù o ẹ̀yin èèyàn K-Bossman ti sọ̀rọ̀ míì Yeye Kudi dẹ̀ tó ń gbìyànjú láti ti ṣe àwọn analysis kan lórí ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó dé dúró ibo ló ń lọ ibo ló ń bọ̀ gbogbo àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tó àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti gbé sẹ́yìn ṣé wọ́n tún wá padà bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo kinní láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ni àbí bó ló ṣe fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn súnmọ́ bí ẹ̀tún wá gbọ́ tuntun Yeye Kudi tún ti gbìyànjú láti ṣàlàyé àwọn kankan K-Bossman náà ń bẹ lórí ètò àtàwọn co-counsel yòókù gbogbo wọn náà ni wọ́n jọ sọ̀rọ̀ kí wá ni wọ́n sọ ẹ̀sùn mọ́ bí ẹja tún jọ sáré yànnà náà gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn pátápátá tẹ́ dúró ti ìdájọ́ òdodo pé a gbọ́dọ̀ rídìí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lágbára Ọlọ́run ìbànújẹ́ ò ní kàn yín lórí àwọn ọmọ yín ẹ̀ ní sunkún lórí àwọn ọmọ yín ẹ̀ ní níbànújẹ́ ibò lórí ara yín gan ẹ̀ ní níbànújẹ́ ẹ̀ ní dààmú Yeye Kudi mo gbóṣùbà káre fún yín o lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ní banújẹ́ lórí ọmọ ẹ̀ sì ní sọkún lórí ọmọ ẹ má jẹ́ ń dá wa lágara ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé fọ́nrán yẹn wọlé ká tó sáré wo ibi tọ́rọ̀ dé dúró ká tó gbọ́ àwọn analysis tuntun lórí ibi tọ́rọ̀ ń lọ lórí ibi tó ti ń bọ̀ àti lórí ibi tọ́rọ̀ dé dúró gangan ó rèé o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa.
More revelation, more things that are coming up, but I will keep it. I will keep it because it's still going to be known to you people. It's still going to unveil. I mean, it's already unveiled, but it will be known to the public in due course. Do you understand? Many things that are being swept under the carpet, but thank God that we have chosen to move the right path, and God is with us. I'm only fighting justice for Mohbad, and it's not even fighting. I'm only asking with others, with you all, justice for Mohbad. So all the thing I'm doing now with you all is that we be heard. Baba Mohbad be listened to. They should give him justice for his son. Shikena. Anybody can abuse anybody. Brekete, where did they abuse? Is he hearing? No. So why do you want to go and be fighting people that are ready to die? People that have nothing good going for them. Okay, what happened?
Nothing much. I call into the show.
Okay.
Brekete.
Okay.
And I said my truth.
Okay. You said your whole truth, right?
Yes. I 100% I tried to be diplomatic in my approach, and because I saw that the team with me, they were thinking that people were attacking them too much and all that, so I tried to be like, okay, so I focused that, okay, you all know about the situation that we've been going through. We all want justice for Mohbad, and so I called into the show, and you all know that what happened. The police are supposed to be the one telling us what is really going on to investigate into the Mohbad, and they didn't do that. And then they told every one of us to be a blogger fighting for justice for Mohbad. They allow us, or everyone, to be journalists, to be, to start investigating. They made us turn into FBI. Because they failed us. They failed Mohbad when he was alive. They failed Papa Mohbad too. So I had to let ordinary president to know that about what is happening. So now,
Everybody saying well done, K Bossman. You did very well. Yeah.
So how do we get justice when the first the reading of the whole thing is already messed up?
Dana, you're welcome, sis.
Look at the police, the statement the Oga Polopa gave. The very first statement, there's a lot of discrepancy in that statement. In that statement, the police did not state that Baba Mohbad carried dead body. That's supposed to be the first thing to come out of that man's mouth.
That Baba Mohbad did not carry what?
That the first statement, there's a lot of discrepancy. There's a lot of discrepancy in the statement of the press statement of the police officers. The first thing they're supposed to say is that Baba Mohbad carried the dead body of Mohbad to the police station. They never mentioned that. If they actually conducted an investigation, that is the starting point of the investigation. So why did they filter that out in their statement?
No, wait. Bossman, hold on. Yeye, please try and reach out to Brekete president. He said if anyone has details and vital information on Mohbad, people should be ready to call in tomorrow and give details. Baba might miss out some vital points. Don't worry about that, Fijabi. Don't worry about that. He's only saying it so that the public also they have the opportunity to say theirs. But you know, yes, that's what he has to say. Yes, that's what he has to say. But he's not talking about we. He's actually giving Wunmi, others as well, the opportunity to come forward. He's not talking about we that are just hearing what they are telling us. What they are saying happened, and we are talking about it with. He's inviting all the people involved that have vital information. Do we have vital information more than the people that were around Mohbad at the time he gave up the ghost? No. He's talking about Wunmi. He's referring to Odarosha. He's referring to Spending. He's referring to the people around him, Adura. He's giving them the opportunity, if they so wish, to either call in or to get in touch with him. That's what he's saying. So, but aside that, everything Baba Mohbad has to say, which he has been saying, he will repeat it tomorrow from where they stopped yesterday. Because today, he wasn't given the opportunity. And the reason is because they have backlog of, you understand, Baba Mohbad not supposed to be aired at all, you know, but they need to fast track it for him, and tomorrow they will give him almost the whole day. But as he promised, don't worry, you people will see how the whole thing will take its the turn of events. You will see. You thank God that God is there, really. Okay, I continue, Bossman.
Yeah, you actually play a very big role, you know, by making Baba to go down there.
Yeah.
You know, it's long overdue.
Yeah.
You know? And so, the statement of the police at the beginning of the investigation is really wrong.
That's the beginning, by not referring to the cops that Baba Mohbad took to the police station. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's supposed to be the beginning. Why did they filter that Baba Mohbad carried the body of Mohbad to the station? But they did not want to indict themselves in that. Yeah, they filtered that out.
And do you think about it? Do you want to think about something? Do you think that the statement we heard then, the press conference they had, in everything that they said, is there anything that is an iota of truth compared to what Wunmi and Adura had to say? No. In everything that we heard in that press conference, it seemed like a written story that they never thought will be questioned.
Yeah. If you want to know why they closed down Corona inquest, ask them. They have no reason of closing down that Corona inquest. They do not want the truth to come out. They should come and talk. Okay, if Wunmi and others have actually spoken, they went to Corona to say their own side of the story. So what made them to stop that Corona inquest? Now, because they did not know, the moment that the news came out that some of the judges of Mohbad actually gotten some information from these people in the detention, they closed the Corona inquest. because they know that the police, they mess up.
Everything that the press conference is contrary to what Wumi said. I can give you points.
Exactly.
It's contrary to number one, the prophecy aspect. And Mohbad was bleeding, his hand was bleeding. It is totally different from what Wumi said. Wumi said it was a slight minor cut and that it was just a small bleed. Do you understand? It wasn't anything special. When they got home, she massaged the hand, she claimed. So you see, it's quite different from profusely. In the bid to punch his friend, he then hit his hand into the gland and his hand got, he bled profusely. So you see that alone is just out of point.
Let me crack through you up. Let me crack you up a little bit here.
Please do.
The police said Mohbad bled profusely from the show.
Yeah.
In the Wumi's testimony, he said when they got home, he massaged it using aboliki.
Yeah.
Can aboliki stop blood that is gushing out of the vein?
I see. Those are the discrepancies. That is what we are still saying. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that the police. I don't think that's IG. Was the commissioner of police that read that at that conference that day. It's no more there. Remember, it's no more there. You know the guy that read that is no more there.
Where did they take him to?
I don't know.
Is it the one that they transferred to Ogun State?
I don't know, but it's no more there. That's why some people there's speculation that they what did you call it again? The higher level, promoted him. There's speculation.
So it was the one that they promoted, right?
There's speculation. I don't know how far it is true. Do you get it?
I said it in the interview, in the show of Brekete, that there's one officer that got promoted because of this justice for Mohbad. Because of this investigation that they did. They need to call that person now to come. Why? You want to know why they promoted? For us to get justice, we have to go back to the basis.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? Can I say my own part? The problem is for us to get justice for Mohbad. They have to go back to the table. Now, can I shock you? Do you know that the house that Mohbad was living in, definitely Wumi have packed out of that house. That is number one evidence. Shut down there.
Yes.
Now, there's every possibility there are another set of people living in that house now. They've rented that place. There's every possibility. So where will they get the bed sheet? Where will they get the blood splash? Where will they get everything that was claimed by Baba Mohbad and Wumi's Mohbad's mother's sister that they saw? That's one. That house is no more in existence. If I'm correct. Yeah, that's one. Number two, they said they have already done autopsy. You understand? They've done autopsy. Now, I do not know, because the family of Mohbad, as far as we know Baba Mohbad, at least he's giving the public response, the little he knows. You understand? When they are going for autopsy, they are meant to go with a representative from the state, and then, of course, a pathologist from the state, and maybe a representative, on behalf of the family, representing the family. Are you making sense? And they are the family that will produce that person, not that the state will forcefully put that person on them. No, they will produce that person. That, okay, this is the person, maybe a pathologist too. They will all be there. They will carry out this thing. What do they call autopsy? Take specimen. They will be there to supervise everything. But that is not done. Now, the question I want to ask you, the specimen taking, when till date, they are yet to come back with results. When till date, they are yet to respond what has really happened to Mohbad and to the life of Mohbad. Did they keep those specimens somewhere for an independent autopsy? Are you making sense? Because those things are no more. Definitely. In Mohbad's, they've taken it out. So how will they get those things? That is the question. Now the family of this boy, you know, because some are like you know, if there's any reason that they suspect maybe overdose of drug, or the drug that was given to him, administered to him by Feishara, maybe it was what pied him. Are you making sense from it? They will get it from those things that they took from his body. And I can tell you, with the little knowledge I know, which I have asked 1 or 2 pathologists, they told me that when they remove it, are you making sense? Of which obviously we have independent, they will have their own from the state and the one from the disease family. Yeah. Now they will take it and they will do what they need to do, and that is it. So do they still have those things? Which hospital have they gone to do this test? Does it mean that all the evidences, they have taken it away? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Because if they say go back to the table, what are they going to meet on the table? Many of these evidences, they have gone with it. And that is why God help me, God help the people listening to me. Maybe in the end, it will become an international case where they have to sue Nigeria. It's just my own input.
That is where we're driving at here, Kudi. If we don't want this justice for Mohbad case to be, what they call it, inconclusive, because the police, they messed the case up right from the beginning. You came out to tell me, the masses, that Mohbad died profusely. And you could, I think, if you have any medical doctor in the house, in the courtroom,
yeah,
come and tell us how long it's going to take if someone is actually bleeding.
And I would have invited.
Please,
is there any medical doctor in the house? I always have lawyers on board.
You need to let them come on board. They should tell
or if you are not a medical doctor, you have understanding, or you know about you are in the medical field and you know about this pathologist, being a pathology, or know about it. You understand? You know, can you come and tell us? Can you come and tell us how it works? If they've done autopsy, how does it work? Is it that they will take what they want to take and leave the rest inside? Because me, I don't know. You understand? I'm only guessing about all this pathology something. I don't know anything about it. I know that if they are doing tests now, do you know, please, if you are a pathologist, do you know anything about all that? If it's important that we know. Because if they say they should go back to the table, what about the blood? What about what they said? I think they've gone to see Mohbad's body. I don't know what they saw. You understand? Those are the things, his body, you know. What did they see? Is there anything aside, you know, what was seen? We don't know. I don't know. But how long does this take? Can an autopsy be done again? Do you understand? Because you are suggesting they have to go back and start again. Abi, am I not correct? So, is there any possibility? In fact, you know, we were saying something about analysis of their phone. I never heard that they retrieved their phones from them. Nobody's... They didn't submit their phone. Baby Sebi spending them. All of them were with their phone. They were all using it now. Prime Boy, all of them were with their phone now. Wumi is obviously with her phone. Everybody's still with their phone. Did they do analysis on Mohbad's phone? None of these things was done. Boss man. And if the case get leg, nothing was done. No investigation. Even this autopsy gone, I don't know if they did it. I'm sorry to say that. I don't know if they did any autopsy. They said they did. I don't know. You understand? I don't know. You know, I don't know anything. I don't know how they do autopsy. You understand? Do they redo? It is possible for autopsy to be carried out again. Oh, really? Sam, are you in the medical field? So, when they do autopsy like that, what do they take from the body? Shebi specimens, we heard. Yeye, an independent pathologist can be hired to carry out new autopsy. Oh, really? Okay, so it's not like, yeah. Okay, what do they take for autopsy? Can you please enlighten us, please? Thank you. I can see medical field people online. I don't know anything about it. I'm only guessing, you know, and that's why you always have that's why they said the pathologist will be coming to advise the judge on this matter. It's even the inquest. They said the pathologist is coming. They just manipulated the case. The case, please, medical field people, tell us, please. In this case that K Bossman is saying that the police have to start all over again, do we believe in these police people? They will dissect his body. Yeah, they must have dissected it a bit. I don't know, but they would have dissected it now already. We are asking, what are they going to take? Or the body flew out of the country? No, Bossman, they fly out Mohbad's body.
You don't find anything. Yeah. There's a lot of discrepancy. Let us start talking about discrepancy. Yeah.
Okay, so talk about the discrepancy. So, let's
start talking about discrepancy so they will know that we are all aware of what is really going on. Number one, that statement that the police said that Mohbad bled profusely. I know that the police, they also have their own medical, they have the doctors. They need to come, when they come to corona inquest, our lawyer need to ask them questions. Who are you that gave the statement that Mohbad bled profusely? From Ikorodu. That night, it was actually very late night, right? And there was likely there won't be traffic on the way, and it's going to take them at least not less than 2 hours to get home. So if Mohbad are actually bleeding profusely, normally any human that actually bleeding profusely is not going to last long, not more than 2 hours. 2 hours, 30 minutes, or maximum 3 hours, the person will pass out. So, Mohbad was bleeding profusely according to what the police said. And then they put Mohbad in the car. And the wife of Mohbad and all his friends and the driver were there and the security, and they watched him bleeding profusely, and they did not rush him to any hospitals in Ikorodu. So they drove all the way to Lekki.
True.
If the police are trying to give us that kind of narrative, then that's a negligence on every one of them in that car should be arrested, including the driver, instantly. Now, to floor the story of the police, if you claim that Mohbad was actually, that he bled profusely from the show, are they also aware that by the time Mohbad, they trying to give us a narrative that when Mohbad punched the window of the car, that it was why he was fighting with
Prime Boy.
What about if we said that when he punched that window, Prime Boy was not even there? Prime Boy has left that scene, and there was no blood. Okay, if they still come, if they're still saying that he bled profusely, so you put Mohbad in the car, bleeding profusely, blood gushing out of his vein. That's what profusely means. That means he had a cut in the vein, in his vein, and blood was pumping out. How many gallons of blood will he pump out? That's in a minute. So if you claim that he was actually bleeding profusely, are they aware that there was a fight in that car? Can somebody bleeding profusely have the strength to be fighting with someone in the car? Are they aware that the vehicle of the truck that they were in stopped 2 times on the bridge? So, in Wumi's testimony, he said by the time they got home, Mohbad was feeling fine. So, if Mohbad was feeling fine, so what happened to the blood that was bleeding profusely that the police said? That means there's a discrepancy within the story of the police and the story of Wumi. Testimony is there. It's been recorded. What Wumi said in Corona inquest. So instantly, the story of, so we need to bring the police on board. Where did you get your story from? How did you derive that he was bleeding profusely? Nobody saw blood. And if you claim that he bled profusely, why didn't they take Mohbad to any hospital in Ikorodu? Why did they go back home? And if we claim that Mohbad bled profusely, Mohbad will not even make it home. Case closed. So let the police come first. They should bring all of them, all the police that were involved in that story that went to Mohbad's house. They need to come and talk. Show them. Hello, Yeye, Kudi. Hi.
Lady Ryan, you're very welcome. You know, this story, I'm just not, I'm not seeing the reality. I'm not seeing how possible it is that the police will start from the beginning on this case. Abi, am I the only one that is thinking out of the box?
You're very right. We need evidences, and it has been jeopardized. If we start from even the car, do they have the car, the vehicle, the SUV? Do they have it? The windows, right? The police should have been there to carry out forensic on the window. To right now that they have the body of Mohbad, they should be able to see that window that he punched in, that made him bleed profusely. And at this point, they should be able to merge the whatever they find their tissues from his broken arm. You know what I mean? If you're bleeding, you must have your tissues will be on the window, right? It will be on the broken whatever it is that he has punched into. The blood will be there. They should be able to collect some of those things and then and take it to the lab, right, to check whether it's that of Mohbad. We'll need to see that window. We'll need to see the car. We'll need to talk with the driver. There was a driver who had them. There was a driver who was driving at that point. True. Where is the driver? Where is the driver of the vehicle? The police never said anything about investigating and talking to the driver of that vehicle. The phones. The police should have gotten the phone. My only question now is very funny, but it's something that I need to ask. If at the point where a young man of 26 years old dies in a home, okay, or like what they claim, died in a home, or they took him and then he was, because of both hospitals said that it was dead on arrival. Please, both hospitals. No one said, oh, we tried to resuscitate him, he was alive. None of them said that. It was dead on arrival. If at that point you took the corpse back home and you were given a death certificate and you took the corpse back home, who did they call? Which of the parents did they call or the family member they called before they carried out an embalmment? Who did they call before they embalmed the body? We need to know. Who did they call? If as a wife, you can't even give that kind of authorization.
Yeah, I'm still in shock. Why would they do an embalmment at home? It's still the thing is still. I can't phantom it. I'm still yet to understand it. I can't.
Yeye Kudi,
yes,
they didn't stop at that. This is my own thing. They did not stop at that. Let's assume after the fact. Remember, Mohbad was buried. Please, I want people to remember that within the twinkle of an eye, under 48 hours, Mohbad was buried. It was gone. It's clear, it's done. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, because he was already embalmed. So the man took it that the child was gone. Yeah, correct.
That's right. The anger now from every angle, where is this anger coming from? Why are people angry? Some people that are supporting certain people, why are they angry? Is the anger because they exhumed Mohbad's corpse? At the end of the day, the police is now arresting. The police went and arrested Spending. They arrested the nurse. They arrested Prime Boy. Why? Because they said Prime Boy was the one that fought with Mohbad. They arrested Spending. He was the one that provided the nurse. They arrested the nurse. It was the nurse that gave the lethal injection. Let us go there.
Yeah, true.
3 people that were arrested after the fact. But I still come back to ask again. The people who were with him, didn't they have was the onus not lying on them or the responsibility not lying on them to know that after the injection that the nurse gave, I'm taking us back to the last part. After the injection that the nurse gave and he died, were they not supposed to go to the police station even before Baba Mohbad will come to the house? One person should have gone to the police station to say, if it was a child that died in the house, somebody would have gone to say, see what happened. Oh, they would have given their narrative of the story that happened in the house. The child was hurt, the child started convulsing, this started happening, blah, blah, blah. And then the nurse came, and when the nurse came, he injected the this, we're not saying it, we don't know, but this was what happened. And then the child, I don't know if that's not the right thing to do.
No, it is, because normally when people, there's like this, the case is more or less a homicide. Yeah, when such situations happen, the first point of call, when, okay, let's say the hospitals have rejected him because of course he was dead on arrival. Yeah, you getting me? So okay, they bring him back home. They were not meant to come back home. They were actually meant to go to the police station before the parents arrived. Do you get what I mean? So I think they were not meant to even embalm him. That was the gods for me. They took him home and went to embalm him. That's to say, we are going to put him in the ground. They went to embalm him. What was going through their mind when they went to embalm? They were meant to go to the police station. That they are just leaving the hospital now, and this is what happened. This is what happened. Then the police will carry out their investigation, even if they will throw them behind the bar for that day. But at least it will eventually be clear to them that, okay, this is what happened. Am I making sense? But they took him home and went to embalm him.
What was the death certificate for? The death certificate that a hospital will issue was for them to take to either the police station to say, oh, we also took him to the hospital. They said he was dead on arrival. This was what happened. And then here, this is the death certificate. Can we have a police report and a statement from all of us here present?
Exactly.
And the police will have a concrete evidence right now that they came there, they did what they needed.
And immediately the police obviously will send out the police to the house. They will also send out to the hospital, or they will do investigation. It wouldn't, and the police, they will not be in charge of that corpse, because they will be the ones to take the corpse actually to the morgue. An investigation commences immediately, because this is a human being, not a chicken.
Even that's the day they should have even arrested the nurse.
Definitely, they are meant to detain the nurse that day, because as long as the narrative is that it was the injection the nurse gave, they will detain the nurse there and there.
That's right. So if they are arresting the nurse after the fact, then they should arrest all the people who covered the nurse. Can I come in there? There's a narrative going on, flying on the social media, saying that the nurse was actually arrested that day. I don't know.
No, that's not true. There's nothing like that. The mother of the nurse came out clearly. She came out and told the whole world. We saw her. She was crying in front of her house and said she was the one that took her child down to the police station voluntarily. In fact, they did not even invite Nurse Feishara. She voluntarily took her child, but to her amazement or to her surprise, the child was detained, she in custody. And she came out crying to Nigerians to help her. That can they say because her child gave anti-tetanus injection? That was what pied Mohbad. And the woman, we all saw her, the mother, she said her child is a very good, her child is a nurse trained from Togo, Abi Bolotepe, Abi Cotonou, and that her child gives small children this injection here. None of them have died. How will I tell you? She said it. They never even invited the nurse. The mother voluntarily took her child to the hospital, to the police. I'm only reminding you. So all those narrative is not true. We still have the video.
Do you know till now, the nurse is still claiming that she is a professional nurse, not a quack nurse.
They can't say that. Why? You see, K-Boss man, it's like we are moving forward and you are taking it backward yourself.
No.
Let me explain to you. Remember, let me remind you that the police did investigation to that extent. In fact, the nurse clinical board in Nigeria, they released they actually released a press what do they call it? Is it press clinical, stating that that name doesn't belong to their board.
To the board.
What?
Yeah, but she's claiming.
That is a claim. You can claim to be anything, but she's not recognized. She's not recognized under the board.
What you're saying now is this, yeah? The police, another discrepancy, they said Prime Boy, the childhood friend of Mohbad, was the last person that fought with Mohbad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not true. That is why they're trying to plan everything on him. They should come to Corona Inquest and they should come and confirm who was the last person that fought with Mohbad that night.
Okay. You see, that's the part that we are still yet to unravel. Am I making sense? That is the dot that the police never put together. And that is the part that is the dark spot for all we Nigerians. Because we don't know what happened between Ikorodu and the time Nice Feishara joined this crew. We don't know what happened. We are not able to get the truth. This is the part Brekete stepped into for us to try and shed more light to this aspect. What happened between the time Mohbad was seen last, after Prime Boy left them, and the time Feishara joined them, and they came on the TV, social media, and they said Mohbad is dead. One boy said Mohbad is dead. Mohbad was laying in the car. That is what we don't know.
The buy of Mohbad at this stage is going to be on the neck of the Lagos State government.
I accept.
If they cannot, if on this case, and we have to get to the international level, if they allow this case to be messed up like this,
The police didn't do a good job. I wouldn't.
A good job, and you promoted one of the officers. They have to come and explain to the public.
Meanwhile, if somebody steals chicken, the way when police caught Gistlover, they claim it was Gistlover. They did a press conference. They paraded 3 boys. When police catch people that steal chicken, they will do press conference. You will see people that they need is Sanfisa, what's that forest? So they will come out. They will be feeling like they've killed, they've gotten Boko Haram team. You understand? They caught people that are just fake Gistlover. Do you get what I mean? Now it's a big tree. A big glorious boy gone, and even me that have nothing to do with being investigative, FBI nothing. I see a lot. I'm not into forensic nothing. I can see a lot of loopholes. I can see a lot of discrepancies. The police they did not tell us any truth, not a single truth.
Yeye, can I ask you a question, please? Yeye,
please go ahead, K-Bossman. Sorry.
Who was the first person or media houses that actually came up with that mobile mic?
It was Instablog.
Okay, so thank you, Yeye.
The first immediate blog that said Mohbad was Instablog. They said he died of air infection. Yes.
Did you invite Instablog?
Because it was Instablog that was the first.
Instablog should be invited, and they should drill Instablog and ask, where did she get that information from?
Yes, because I learned Instablog is a woman. That was the first social media blog that, the first person that carried the news was Instablog.
Yes, you're right, Yeye. That's why they need to invite. So, whoever called Instablog, you see, Yeye, they did not expect that. See, they're trying to give us faboos, as in, how can I say? They're trying to give us, what kind of word?
Distract us.
They're trying to distract us. So when people start asking questions that how can somebody die of just
ear infection, Gistlover then took over from there.
Exactly. All right. So since they said they arrested some syndicate of Gistlover. I don't know if that's a real Gistlover. I know. I told you.
That's not the real Gistlover.
But the Instablog that where did you get that information?
I don't know. That news, she broke the news. She was the breaker of the news. Breaking news. Ear infection.
Instantly. So now, Wumi, the wife of Mohbad, that you were supposed to be the one to give us the real story of what went down in your house. At that time that Mohbad died in your house. Mohbad was the head of the family, he's the head of the house. But the moment that he was actually healed, sick in that house, his role has shifted to you, Wumi, to protect Mohbad because he was in a vulnerable state. And the nurse came into your house. You invited the nurse into the house. And then you cannot even tell us the real story of what really happened to your husband.
Till tomorrow.
You're supposed to be drilled. So that's why I said Instablog.
So Instablog that broke the news of Mohbad. So it was ear infection they started with.
We want
until
to know who gave Instablog that story.
Gistlover now started insulting Instablog over it.
Gistlover.
Yeah,
All
Gistlover
that
then
stuff,
took
and
over and started
everybody-
insulting his Instablog that she was lying.
In this case of Mohbad case, open well. See, I want us to put that bully that Mohbad went through. It's on another case entirely. It's not that bully. No, it's not that bully that fight Mohbad. Mohbad fight in the house. Mohbad entered that house and he never came out alive. Then you know there's another conspiracy. There are different interview of Mama Mohbad saying that Mohbad buy on Monday, he buy on Monday.
And they've cleared it. I think it's
until the nurse came and the nurse said he met Mohbad alive.
Yes, yes. The reason why is that it was because when the mother was talking, she kept making mistakes. She kept saying Monday or Tuesday.
On two different videos, Yeye Kudi. 2 or 3 different videos, she kept saying Mondays.
Okay, I personally would think like this, if I may say, Bossman. I personally would think, okay, Monday or Tuesday, how important is that to think of? Do you understand? What matters is that boy died in the house. Do you understand? Whatever took his life happened from the house to until you understand. Be it Monday, be it Tuesday. I bet it's because they met him embalmed. That's why we are maybe people are thinking, how could he have died on Tuesday and they quickly embalmed him?
I'm trying to welcome the narrative of others. Because others think that he actually died on Monday. I'm trying to welcome.
I understand. I personally would believe he actually died on Tuesday. Yeah, I just believe it. The only concern I have is why the rush from Darosha to embalm him. And if Darosha can embalm him, then why are people blaming Baba Mohbad for burying him almost immediately? Somebody that they've embalmed. Somebody that they've called and one laugher. And you know, amazingly, Darosha is not a Muslim. Why did they call Allah Afa for him?
Exactly.
Because they were ready to bury him. If the father didn't even turn up, they would have buried that boy.
And what was the lawyer doing in the house?
Another question is, they didn't even call the man. Do you know that? They didn't call Baba Mohbad. Lifestyle.
Shocked to see that man.
Exactly. They didn't call Baba Mohbad at all. The only person that was called was Mama Mohbad. So they expected Mama Mohbad to come and pay her last respect and see the whole scenario. And obviously, with the way I see Mama Mohbad, I bet she wouldn't have been able to handle anything anyway. But Baba Mohbad came and took control because that child is his. So he was the one that then told them, Ejekalo, since there was no way they could put him in the morgue, then they decided to go and bury him. But because of the narrative we heard in the beginning, they made us feel, Karimo made us feel, she talked to Baba Mohbad and told him not to go ahead and bury that boy. They never told us that Darosha had already even done, what do they call it, embalments. You understand? We were not privy to all those information.
Can I shake the table a little bit here?
Shake it.
If Mohbad, I know my own stand, though, I just want to shake the table a little bit.
Please do.
If truly Mohbad died by on Tuesday, so what time did they carry Mohbad to the hospital, the first hospital? That's when they have to invite the hospital to let us know what exact time did they carry Mohbad to the hospital.
You are on point on that.
And at what time did they carry Mohbad to the second hospital? Because the first hospital actually took Mohbad in. They tried to resuscitate him, right? All right. Now, but the time that they carry Mohbad back home, because the reason why they gave them the police report, the death certificate, was for them to go and deposit the body in the morgue. But instead of him going to the morgue, Wunmi and Darosha decided to go for a second option, second opinion. Is it second opinion or second option?
Second opinion.
All right. And from there, they decided to take him back home. They refused to tell the father. They embalmed that boy before the father arrived. Now, at what point did they take Mohbad back home? At what point did they call the Alafa to come to the house that day? At what point did they call the almost 100 people that Baba Mohbad bed in the house, including Slantan, Davido's PA? So somebody does that within 2-3 hours, and you call all those people into that house at that very moment in time. You get Kudi.
I get you.
Including the lawyer. Before the father. Including the lawyer. So the lawyer was not busy at all. He wasn't busy at all. So within the space of 3 hours, before the father.
Let me add. Well, let me add one of my co-counsel to this call. One moment, please. Okay. She says she has some things to say.
So Mohbad. So there wasn't. The plan was to embalm him and then bury him. That's just a plan. So without letting the father know.
Yeah, they were not interested in it. It was later.
They were not ready.
It was later we now found out that there was malice between them. They had this on for they had problem. Mohbad, Wunmi now we were not aware that there was a misunderstanding in the family. If you notice, Baba never told us. It was during the inquest that Bibi made it known that there was, and they asked her, did you call Baba? So that man never explained to us that Wunmi never didn't call him. Do you understand? We didn't understand what was happening. It was the inquest that gave us deeper insight into what was happening in the family. If not for Wunmi, we wouldn't have known that there was malice between Baba Mohbad and Wunmi. That is the reason why they didn't call him.
Huh? You have not seen the conspiracy that I'm talking about in this thing, though. If Mohbad buy on that Tuesday, how long did they get together all these people in the space of 3 hours?
I don't know.
Do you know the names? Baba will start making names tomorrow of those he met in that house. He has been saying that he met a lawyer in the house in West London. Davido's PA and others. Almost 100 people in that house. At what point did I? So all these people were not.
And his band boys and Mohbad's band boys.
Yeah. So it's like, I said, Mohbad. Even if Mohbad actually, if he buy around 12 in the early hour of afternoon, I should buy it. But he buy and they took him back home around 4 o'clock. Baba Mohbad got to that house around 10:30. So how come all these people already got to know that somebody buy in that house?
Okay, let's leave that for people to reason that one. Okay, my dear lawyer, welcome, sis. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Yeye. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Man, thank you so much for your input this morning. That was really, really nice, and it made a lot of sense. What I want to say really is, K-Bossman, please, have you ever called into Brekete family show before?
No, today is my first time.
Before today is the first time. And aside from the phone number that was called out, do you have any other number that you called with?
Okay, the number I'm trying to look for the numbers.
No, K-Bossman, you don't need to bother yourself. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, the number that I called in on
yes.
That because I was calling on WhatsApp and I was calling international.
Okay.
I was trying the local number and I was also calling directly.
Okay, so in essence, you were able to get the studio on one of the numbers that was given to the general public to call with.
Yes.
That's what, please. I
tried to call on WhatsApp, wasn't going through, so I called them.
All right. So I need to clarify this for the blockheads. For the blockheads that were speculating that they gave you a separate number, they gave you this one, they gave you that one. They are so negative. They are so negative. I wonder who gave those people visa to travel to travel out of Nigeria and remain where they are, wherever they are. I don't know. I'm sure some of them were actually born outside Nigeria and they are still acting like they are from one village inside Sambisa forest.
Exactly.
Because I can't imagine someone who lives abroad and knows what it takes when an homicide happens, when someone dies in the house, and there is a spouse there that lives with this person. Everybody all over the world knows that the first person, the first suspect is the spouse, and every other person that lives in that house. So I don't know what they are trying to do. I don't know where they are trying to, how they are trying to read.
Do you know after Mohbad's case, there was a case that happened in Abuja too? You remember a senator's daughter that the husband was who was the first suspect?
As a matter of fact, before
The husband,
case, like 2-3 years ago, there was an incident. A husband and a wife, both of them are from prominent families, and then the husband died. They tried to cover up. The mother of the bride of the wife quickly ran to the house to clean the blood and all that, and the blood stains and all that. But at the same, up till now, the girl, as a matter of fact, she went into this matter happened when she was carrying. I think she was pregnant. Yes.
Is it not the case that happened in Ibadan?
No. This one happened in Abuja. This one I'm talking about happened in Abuja.
Okay.
They did thorough investigation, and up till now, I think the matter. I think they found the girl guilty. I've not been. I stopped following the case, so I don't know what they are trying to defend. Something that is not defendable.
Can I say something?
They're now saying that somebody gave
Dilo
a separate number to call.
Yes, okay. They said they gave Bossman a separate number to call.
They couldn't use their head. They couldn't use their time. They couldn't figure out how to call. They don't know the nature of this man in question. They don't know how far this man has come. They think that I don't know.
Yeah.
This man has been, before I left, I mean, I've been following this man, I can say, for over 15 years now. Over 15 years. And he has never traded his honor or integrity for anything.
So I learned about the man.
That's why you see that most people that call, the people call from all over the world. All over the world.
They said so about that man.
9 out of 10 people, or let me say 10 out of 10 people that called him yesterday and today were talking about justice for Mohbad. We're talking about support, drumming support for Baba Mohbad to get justice for his son. Yet, I don't want to be calling them names, will sit in one corner of their bedroom conveniently and be saying nonsense about this poor man. Yes, the man is a carpenter, but he deserves to get justice for his son.
That's right.
Because he trained this boy with what he was getting from his carpentry work. And he's so proud. Everywhere he goes in Abuja, he says, "You know, I'm a carpenter." And it's not
yes, even mommy calm down. Her husband was the foremost suspect, detained. Even when he was the one that reported that he met his wife, she had cried. Okay, can I give you an example? Today, I saw one man that, the wife died. I think the person was working with him. That is ordinary
National Library.
You can imagine, see the way they are dealing with the husband, the family of the wife. Yes. And nobody is seeing that. Yes. See the way they are dealing with the husband.
Because the man wants to collect the wife's benefits. A wife he neglected when she was alive. A wife he neglected when she was dying in the hospital.
No, but nobody is saying that because he doesn't deserve it. Because of what the family of the woman saw in him. Nobody is saying anything now because, he's a man. But if it is a woman treated like that, and after the public or his family sees that the woman had not done right during the lifetime of their son, like Baba Mohbad so heard from his son, and like friends are speculating on, like, about Mumina, with people are now saying, no, it should never be so. No. What about that man? He's a young man. Go and watch it. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. I be gender then the woman pay. Yeah, it's good. We have to always think of something. What, like that man said, what you do not want to happen to you, please, when it happens to others, think like you are in their shoes. Think like you are in their shoes.
Any small thing they will say, do if you have a daughter like me. So if you have a son like
Mohbad,
you would be happy that
the boy died at a tender age.
And I mean, yeah, he would just die like that, and
At
nobody
a
will be able to
tender
tell. The
age.
people around him will not be able to tell you what happened to him, what killed him.
How can the police investigation be different from what?
She said she was cooking. She was cooking rice in the kitchen. She didn't know what happened to the husband. They asked the younger brother. He said he was in the kitchen. He didn't know what happened
To the boy. How can the younger brother? That's the one that scared me most. How can the younger brother? That's the one that scared me most. How can the younger brother from the same womb? It scared me most. What kind of thing? What did Mohbad do to all these people?
With all due respect, sir, they ran to him to come and cover up for them. That's what it means. That's what it means now.
That's what it means.
She ran to, yes.
Because I do not see any reason why she needs a lawyer. Sincerely, I would have expected that man be fighting for justice for Mohbad. That is like he did. He was in the prosecuting counsel for Timothy. He did it pro bono.
He actually led the team.
Yeah, the prosecuting counsel for Timothy. That was what Falana did. He was in the prosecuting counsel. They fight Timothy. He was in the prosecuting counsel. He did it pro bono. Pro bono. All the money that people were contributing from all over the world so that they should give him, because he's a son, he rejected it and said they should hand it over to to Timothy's wife, Abi family. What makes this case different? What makes this case different? What makes it different? After all, Baba Mohbad not at any time was around his son when the son cried. He met his son with embalmed already. He met him embalmed.
He wants to inherit his son. He wants to let yes, he has of course he's entitled to. Yes, he can inherit his son. He's nobody's son, it's his son. And if you not train his son well, the wife will not come and marry him. So it's his son. Whatever he likes to do, in life and in death, the boy was an aloba. So what is their problem?
Still remains an aloba. No matter what. The loss is to that family, not to all of us.
Yes, I know. Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much.
I just want to say the part of the accusation on K-Bossman that they gave K-Bossman a special number. That's what I wanted to clarify. Thank you so much for bringing me up here.
Thank you so much, lawyer. Good night. You can imagine. Bossman, they said they gave you special number. You can imagine. Even you were on the phone for 1 hour trying to get through. When they informed me,
more than 1 hour, I almost give up. Do you know what? Let me give them a radio.
Don't give them any orijo, so that no need. Don't give any orijo anything. There's no need. Keep you next time again. Call in again. It's good that you people call in and talk to them. Let them to go and look for how to call in. In fact, I don't know why the lawyer is thinking that they should even answer. I ignore all those kind of people. I can't be bothered. I just ignore them.
Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be a whole show about
yes, Lady Ryan.
Yes, the numbers are there. We've been asking, you said something that because we always know from Baba Mohbad's side till when Mohbad was buried. It's been consistent. Baba Mohbad's narrative of what happened from when he got to the house till when Mohbad was buried is been consistent. What happened from the show to the house has never been consistent. We have to piece by bit together to fill the puzzle. So whoever called in or the person that is writing those things now asking, K-Bossman had a special number. Please, you can also call Brekete to get your own special number. If you think they give him a special number, it's free. You can call.
Exactly.
You people have started the same thing. That was how somebody came out and said, he saw Mohbad in the hospital. He took pictures, and you all started again.
That thing, anytime I remember, I get angry. Even when ordinary president made reference to it, I felt like going into the phone to go and tell him, sir, nothing like that happened. Those were distractions.
That's right. It's the same distraction right now. They are all ready to start saying things that did not happen. Bossman had his own number. You can call him.
Exactly.
There. You can call him. You can call the ordinary. You can call him. You can call the people there and call. It's still on tomorrow. Go there and say your story, because all this while we've been calling people to come and talk. Come and talk. Yeye Kudi's platform is open. Come and talk. Give your own narrative.
Yeah.
Platforms are open. Give your narrative.
Exactly.
Refuse. Now Baba has gone to Brekete to tell his truth.
Abi?
Angry. Bossman has come to talk. You are angry. You're saying they gave them private and this thing. Come there now. If you're not afraid and you know that your story is true and real, come and say it at Brekete.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of them, instead of them calling in, they were busy attacking on the comment section.
Somebody sent me a comment. Let me read it for you now. In fact, I even told the person what I didn't even answer. Let me look for that comment. I think that comment is worth reading. I will read it. Somebody sent me a comment. I will look for that comment. Lenny. Where did that person send that comment to? Yeah. Kudi, you must find it.
The hotline. They decided to be on the comment section fighting over there.
Yeah, Kudi,
and I've been
because they can't call in.
1 hour,
they cannot call in. That's the truth.
Calling. I was calling with 2, 3, 4 phones.
Let them call in now. I think Brekete is free and open. Call in.
I'm coming on, guys. I want to look for that.
So they can come in and tell their truth. If they cannot, they only wait for inquest to come. The inquest now has been suspended. There's no date for inquest. So Brekete is open. It's not suspended. It's not an inquest, but
good.
It's
See, you see, you wrote down. See the time the person said it. See, somebody see. I don't want to show the person say, can you see? So the person said, Yeye Kudi, one useless woman mention your name on comment section. So I think, people were like, of course, I'm not there. They were the ones that even let me know that Bossman have come to the, to the program. Now, let me read the comment for you. In fact, they added Bossman to it. And the person's name is Jayeola. I spelled it for you. I bet it's a fake idea. If it's true idea, I don't know. Jayeholatessy. Jayeola Tessi. The person said, Brekete, here are the list of TikTokers using Baba Mohbad to collect money from people. Emma go. And the person now said, Sele SA. I don't know all these people. Westo, I don't know him too. Omo Success, I don't know him. Comfort, I don't know the person. Papariano, I think I've heard that name. Arifala, then I know Yeye Kudi. My name was there. Then the person wrote, we have video proof of them fighting over money. Yeah. Then their group were not laughing. Hey, one Precious Ololade, that one was abusing Yeye Kudi and Bossman. The Precious Ololade, they sent it to me. See it. It was sent to me. They were under there insulting people. Instead of them to come, what is the purpose? How can you be fighting? And Brekete said something today, Lady Ryan and Bossman. He said something and I heard it. He said only the poor people fight each other. True. Rich people, you can't see them fighting because they are happy. And life is good for them. Look, if you go and look at these people now, either in fake ID or normal ID, they are poor people. Do you understand? So is it those kind of people you will now start address? I didn't answer the person that even sent it to me because I don't even know why you took note of such a comment. When you go to such platform, what is your mission there? Type it. The ones that are poor, you will see them typing like they are. Their look and their mindset. Like their mindset, the poor mindset.